A man without enemies is a man without qualities. The world is a dark place for one who looks to the table of others. Before you utter a word, you are the master. Afterwards, you are a fool. God help you to rise to your feet. A fall is WH-80 you can do yourself. May God protect you from bad people. Save yourself from good ones. Do not be wise in words, be wise in deeds. First mend yourself, and then mend others. If you write down a problem clearly and specifically, you have solved half of it. Parents teach their children to talk. Children teach their parents silence. Respect was invented to cover the empty place where love should be. He that knows nothing doubts nothing. Life is a game, be a player or be played. Worry is a misuse of your imagination. When people have nothing to do, they take up great deeds. Experience is the word people used to call their mistakes. Loose tongues are worse than wicked hands. A person is lonely until he finds himself. Everyone complains about a lack of money, but none complain about a lack of brains. A fool is his own informer. If you prioritize knowledge and intelligence, money will continue to come. The highest form of wisdom is kindness. Everything we do in life is based on fear, especially love. We choose not randomly each other. We meet only those who already exists in our subconscious. If life doesn't change for the better, wait, and it will change for the worse. Being gray of hair means you're simply old, not necessarily wise. Life's not as good with money as it is bad without it. All things grow with time except grief. Among those who stand, do not sit. A hint hits harder than the truth. Lend your money and lose your friend. Act the way you'd like to be, and soon you'll be the way you act. It's better to die of laughter than of fear. Choosing between two evils, a pessimist picks both. When you have no choice, mobilize the spirit of courage. Because of money, the world became ugly. We can know only that we know nothing, and that is the highest degree of human wisdom. A woman should soften, but not weaken a man. It is not every question that deserves an answer. Keeping good silence is harder than talking good. Eggs may be cleverer than chickens, but they go rotten too quickly. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. Commit a sin twice, and it will not seem a crime. Judge every person with the benefit of the doubt. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. However sweet love may be, you can't make a stew out of it. If you look for perfection, you'll never be content. Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. The world will not disappear because there are many people, but because there are too many non-people. When an old maiden marries, she becomes a young wife. If charity cost nothing, everyone would be philanthropists. God protects the poor, at least from expensive sins. After 3 years, useless things are useful too. Who finds a faithful friend finds a treasure. Jealousy has teeth made of iron. It is amazing how complete is the delusion that beauty is goodness. Our heads are round, so that thought can change direction. A man should live at least for curiosity. Knowledge does not take much space. A guest and a fish start reeking on the 3rd day. Fear a goat in front of you, a horse behind you, and a fool all around you. Be not sweet, or else you'll be eaten. Be not bitter, or else you'll be spat out. God cannot be everywhere at once. That's why He created mothers. People make plans, and God laughs. All happy families are alike. Each unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. Words have a magical power. They can bring either the greatest happiness or deepest despair. Do not plot harm against your neighbor who lives trustfully near you. Baseless hate is a serious disease. Sometimes even a liar will speak the truth. Happiness is found in the heart. God is a father. Luck is a stepfather. Do not wait until the conditions are perfect to begin. Beginning makes the conditions perfect. Our lives no longer belong to us alone. They belong to all those who need us desperately. Just as no one can be forced into belief, so no one can be forced into unbelief. A snake can change its skin, but not its disposition. When you love someone, you love the person as they are, and not as you'd like them to be. Against stupidity, God Himself is helpless. Not to have felt pain is not to have been human. We are never so defenseless against suffering as when we love. The scope of one's personality is defined by the magnitude of that problem, which is capable of driving a person out of his wits.